Once upon a time, long before the era of smartphones and instant fact-checking, a curious tale emerged from the streets of Nigeria. This was a story that captivated young and old alike, spreading from mouth to mouth and thriving in a time when myths and rumors held the same weight as the truth. It was the story of the infamous football match between Nigeria and India, a match that allegedly ended in a 99-1 victory for India. The tale began with whispers of a magical and terrifying game, India, using powers beyond the natural world, scored 99 goals while Nigeria could only muster one. But there was more, something mysterious. The Nigerian players couldn't touch the ball, for each time they approached it, the ball transformed into a ferocious lion, scaring them away. The only way to win, the legend said, was for Nigeria to score a single goal and the game would be over. In the midst of this magical match, one hero stood tall, Samuel Okwaraji. With bravery unmatched, he charged towards the ball. But as he prepared to strike, the ball transformed once more, not into a lion, but into stone. With a thunderous kick, Okwaraji scored the only goal for Nigeria. But tragically, the effort claimed his life. According to the tale, the price of victory was his very soul. This story, passed from one generation to another, held Nigerians spellbound for years. They believed that this was why India was banned from international football by FIFA, because they had used juju, a potent form of black magic, on the pitch. And since no one had seen India play internationally since that fateful match, the myth held up as truth. Yet, with the rise of the internet and easy access to information, the story's foundation began to crumble. As people started to question and research, it became clear that the 99-1 match was nothing more than a fabrication, a wild story crafted in the absence of accessible knowledge. But how did this myth survive for so long? Perhaps it was because for many Nigerians, it seemed plausible. They had never seen India play in an international football tournament, and without immediate access to reliable information, the line between myth and reality blurred. The match became one of those big fat lies that was easy to believe in a time when the truth was elusive. The truth behind the tale, however, was far more tragic. On August 12, 1989, during a World Cup qualifying match against Angola, Nigeria lost one of its brightest football stars, Samuel Okwaraji. He didn't die scoring a magical goal against India, but instead collapsed on the field, succumbing to heart failure in the 77th minute of the game. He was just 25 years old. Okwaraji's death was sudden and heart-wrenching. A brilliant footballer and a scholar, he held degrees in international law and was fluent in 5 languages, namely English, German, Italian, Spanish, and of course his native Igbo language. Despite his remarkable accomplishments, his life was cut short, leaving a void in Nigerian football that would never truly be filled. His death could have been avoided had proper medical care been available on the pitch that day, but fate had other plans. The ambulance, which could have rushed him to the hospital, failed to start, and by the time help arrived, it was too late. And so, the myths of the 99-1 match endured, intertwined with the real and painful loss of Samuel Okwaraji. While the internet has since revealed the truth, the legend remains a haunting reminder of how stories can grow in the absence of facts, transforming reality into something altogether different, something magical yet tragic. Samuel Okwaraji's legacy endures, not as a player in a fantastical match, but as a symbol of dedication and brilliance on the field. A life tragically cut short, yet full of promise. His story, though grounded in reality, remains legendary in its own right.